So you're telling me that you're still fucking with my nigga. That's what you're telling me in short, and you don't care about what's going on Facebook. You don't care about the little picture. You still gonna be talking to Finesse.
Back up on the move, touchdown in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. Ain't need you to go now, I can fix my own crown. Back up on my boots.
Hey y'all, it's TheBreeze, and you're plugged into the Breeze lifestyle. If this is not your first time here, you already know we locked in, friend. But either way, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you want to support your girl some more, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of me, then follow me on my socials, Instagram and TikTok at TheBreeze Lifestyle 777. All right, y'all, I'm a little bit under the weather because I decided to go walk in 30-degree weather, trying to be healthy and all of that, but all I had on was a hoodie. So excuse the little sniffles and all of that. But I have not given y'all a story time in 2 weeks, y'all, because I was traveling. If you haven't watched my 24 hours in New Orleans, watch that. And if you haven't watched my cruise vlog, go watch that. I mean, why not? You like to hear about the bad times, go enjoy some of my good moments, okay? But this is, I don't want to say it's a part 2, but it kind of is a part 2. So it's not going to say part 2 on the video, but I'm going to put all those story times in the description. Put those videos in the description, as well as the one I did before this, which is called She Stole My Man. So if you remember, my baby daddy, aka my ex-boyfriend, name is Finesse, and the girl that he's cheating on me this time is gonna be Dejanay. So I told y'all last time I was about to go on vacation and I had to hurry up, so I couldn't get the receipts, but y'all, I got the receipts. So the only thing is, I can't just I'm gonna have to basically screenshot and just put some of them up because I screen recorded them, but she's saying people's name, I'm saying people's name, and I don't want y'all to know who these people are because, again, I don't have no beef, no smoke with these people. I don't care about these people. But for you, I'm going to let you know about what really happened back in my high school days because, y'all, when I say petty, delusional, young, stupid, dumb, come on for the tea. Let's get into it. So I believe the last thing I told y'all about was her being on Twitter talking trash about me. So I want to go back a little bit. So like I said, January is when I came back to school. And I had put this picture up right here. I put that picture up. So on the caption it says, "Respect what's already been established, February 16, 2010. That was me and Finesse. We decided that we was actually boyfriend and girlfriend locked in on the 16th because we really did not want it to be on Valentine's Day because I was like, nah, I need to, okay? But yeah, so I put that up on January 12th, which is a day after my birthday. So, y'all, it got real. So, Bad and Bougie is, not to say she had a lot to do with these situations, but she was ride or die. She was not playing. Bad and Bougie is 3 years younger than me. So if I was young-minded, she was more young-minded when it came to fighting and arguing with girls and stuff like that. She was with the ish, okay? She put on, she put a comment on there and was and stuff. And then I put cracking the F up, only you. That was a little thing because she would say that after everything. People say the F now after every little thing. She would say inch. I don't be trying to cuss no more. I'm not about that. I don't cuss at all. But y'all, I'm really trying to stop. But anyway, so the cousin, which I can't for the life of me remember. I got to start writing down my characters' names, but I can't remember what I named Finesse cousin. But if you watch those story times, you know I got a playlist. Go catch up. But the cousin, he put, "Right, my Wardy kissing his girl and rubbing his block at the same time. Ha, I can dig it." And then I put like a shovel. That was our little thing. And yeah, let me just skip. I'm going to just skip past some things and just tell you the important things. I think some of the comments was getting to Dejanay because she didn't say anything at first. It took a little minute. Sorry, I'm checking. I'm trying to tell me if you watch my other story times, is this quality better than my other story times or is it the same? Because I'm recording on my back camera. I always record on my front camera, and I'm trying to just make sure I still recording and it look like we good. But yeah, let me know in the comments, do this quality look better or is there really no difference? But yeah, so one of my homegirls had wrote on there, "Hey now, okay, Brielle, her position is hell. Some try and all fail." And people was like, so Slim was like, "A hat, look at y'all, get it?" And then after all of that, so people just, nobody's worried about Dejanay. Nobody's saying nothing to Dejanay. Mind you, me and Dejanay have had a little interaction, but nothing really major. So Dejanay comments on my picture. Now, mind you, she swears she's not worried about me. She swear I don't even cross her mind. I'm so pressed about her and finesse and this and that. But she came on my picture that I posted of me and my man. And she said, "This is too cute, ... And she liked the picture. First of all, you're being petty. Like, you're not cool with me. I'm not cool with you. So what did you comment on my post anyway? We effing with the same ninja. Mind you, she not humping on him as of yet or whatever. But she not humping on him. But what you here for? Like, why are you even here? So this is when it got real, because my friends don't play about me. Like, when it came to Facebook beef, my friends was on it, period. And you can call it what you want to. I didn't have to call. Sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I would be like, look at what so-and-so said, But a lot of times, they was on it way before I even could even reach out to them, because I'm trying to write back to the person first, and then they follow up. But they would be following up sometimes before I could even respond. But this time, I wrote her right back because stop playing with me. It say, "A hat, oh, I know, but this hating ish y'all doing ain't. I'm trying to be nice, so stay off my ish. Thanks." Because at this point, like I said, like, Dejanay was a girl who was new in me and Finesse relationship. Usually he would deal with hoes. And I didn't feel threatened. And I didn't really feel threatened with Dejanay as far as, like, looks-wise. But it was the way that he, like, you know, was, like, talking to her and dealing with her and walking with her in her classrooms and stuff like that. I didn't like that. And it's like, okay, you never did this before. Would you really like this girl? So I was like, yeah, now that I know that this is my man, we back together, we locked in, friend, don't play with me, sis. Because, yeah, I don't play them games when it comes to my man. So, yeah, Slim is so funny. And Slim is like, she definitely not scary, but she is the type of person that's going to say, like, the person right in front of them, "Oh, yeah, because I'll smack anybody." Or, yeah, like, she not going to say, "Yeah, I'll smack you." She'll more so be like, "Yeah, because if anybody got a problem," like, so it's just funny just reading this. It say, "I hope nobody trying to come on my sister-ish and be the F smart. We don't got time for whack, petty, hating ABs. A hat." So remember, in my video when I was talking about Stiffy, I'm like, was it just me seeing a hat or was that everybody? And I feel like that was a thing. Like, people were saying a hat. I don't know where we got that from, but it was a thing. So Bad and Bougie was a little more direct. Now, mind you, we must have been like that. Like, it must have been really fast because these is the next 3 comments after she had said, "This is too cute." So Bad and Bougie was like, at Dejanay, "Yo, homie, if you know what's good for you, you would shut the fuck up. Really though, home, bitch. Nobody is worried about you, so just leave my sister's picture alone. Now have a blessed day, baby." So, then Dejanay comments back. Now, mind you, if you didn't watch the video, even though you should have watched that video before you watched this one, but if you didn't, Dejanay is a suburban. Me and my friends, we from the hood, so it's just like you're going to see kind of a little bit of the difference in us arguing or whatever. So Dejanay's like, "Thanks, y'all. I'm glad to know I'm called out of my name by so many people." Oh no! Dang, I'm so mad. Because I deactivated my Facebook after I took these screenshots. So as I'm screen recording, I don't know if you know, but like, how do I explain it? If somebody writing too long, you gotta click on it to see the whole thing. So now I can't even see everything that DJ said. I'm real mad. But anyway, I'm gonna just read what's on here. Said, thanks y'all. I'm glad to know that I'm called out of my name by so many people. We're ladies, so let's act like it. And never was I hating on what's happening, on what happens behind me. So right there, had to make sure we still recording. But right there is where you know, like me being grown now, yeah, DJ being petty, but Finesse is still effing with her. Like Finesse is still talking to her because why she say, how can I hate on something that's being done behind my back? Now, mind you, like I said, Finesse and me started going out and I told him to dead the other situation, but I feel like he did not let this girl know, like, yeah, I'm about to get back with my girlfriend, so yeah. And I feel like he was still talking to her, and obviously he was. So, before I keep it right back, Bad and Booty said, girl, you commented to be smart. FOH. We ain't tripping no, babe. And Slim said, I'm sorry, that's my first. I screen recorded this back in 2023 just because I knew, like, when I started my journey on YouTube, I was going to be telling this story. But it's just funny to me reading these comments. So Slim said, always was we ladies. How about you stop acting like a child and stop frauding? You don't like Brielle, so why the F would you comment on her pic? Like, let's be serious. You could have kept that comment to yourself. And I'm just reading in these, like, how I think these people was saying it. So, Dejanay said, at Bad and Bougie, I don't know you, so please stop calling me out of my name. And I know what's good for me. I'm being civilized, as you can see. I don't have a problem with you, so stop coming at me rudely. Last time I recall, I liked the status, and you said, why is this? She put her at name, B, liking this for what? Was she mad? And if anybody needs to calm down, it's you. And then she put another comment and said, Brielle don't like me. I don't got a problem with the girl. All this because of Finesse, right? You can have him. I'ma respect what's already established. Smiley face. Girl. I hate when somebody tell me I can have what's already mine. Like, even though it wasn't all the way mine, but it's mostly mine. But I just didn't like that. Like, what you mean I can have him? Like, I got him. Girl, what? Like, going somewhere. So I finally got a chance to respond. So I said, Dejanay, you and your friend are shot the F out. Because Dejanay got a friend. I'm not going to give her a name because I'm going to forget it. But she's going to be in a later story time. But basically, Dejanay had one friend who would be interacting with this because the suburban girls love the hood ninjas, and the friend was liking, she wasn't really dealing with, actually, I think they did hump on each other. So anyway, she was dealing with one of Finesse homeboys or whatever, so they thought that they was them girls. But yeah, so I said, Dejanay, you and your friend are shot the F out, and y'all are hating. Like, if you wasn't, you wouldn't be on my ish, like FOH. The issue doing is whack, so I don't entertain him. Because I know my position is held, and I'm not going nowhere. Boo-boo. So then I said, girl, I never gave an F about you. You're mad because I guess you ain't know I was here, and I guess you ain't know I was here to stay. Sorry you got your feelings in it, but ish is what it is, homegirl. Period. So Bad and Bougie wrote back and said, at Dejanay, baby, spell check. It's because she spelled her name wrong. So it's Bad and Bougie. And I ain't even going to keep going back and forth with you, baby. These are words. When you ready to be about something, just hit my phone. And I wrote back. I think Bad and Bougie wrote back before I could. You know, sometimes you write something and click send, then you want to write something else. And then I put, and you have no choice but to respect it. Well, shoot, Finesse ain't respecting it, so I guess she do got a choice. Dejanay wrote back and said, who's my friend? And I'm not sweating nothing. I hopped on this pic because enough is enough. These indirect posts. I ain't no young girl, to say the least. And trust, I wouldn't be doing this online if you would have called last night. So basically, what did I name her? Sharpay, which is Slim's sister, and Dejanay used to go to school together. So everybody knew me and Sharpay was friends or whatever. So Dejanay reached out to Sharpay, giving Sharpay her number to tell me to reach out to her. Why would I go and do that? Like, what am I going to reach out to you for? Like, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I did have some indirect posts, but me seeing respect was already established, baby. I'm just telling the world because I was so proud of me and my man. We was back together. So that had nothing to do with you. You felt it in your chest that something was about you. So that's why you decided to write. But anyway, so Facebook is the only way we can talk. I haven't gotten none of my friends to say ish, but your people's all on me. It's done and over with. So don't act like I'm on your ish, and then I don't know what was said after that. So, oh, I did go back in. Oh, I'm excited because I knew. Okay, so don't act like I'm on your ish. This picture was brought to my attention, so I said it was cute. If you wasn't worried, you would have just simply replied thanks and kept it moving. Who's gonna do that? Who's going to let a girl who she know like her man comment on a picture and she just say thanks? Even today's me ain't doing that. Like, either I'm gonna ignore it, but saying thanks is crazy when I know you being petty. Like, that's crazy. I wasn't entertaining y'all. So I'm not whack. I wasn't entertaining y'all. Now that I gave you a little something, you want to act like this wasn't your plot in the first place. Have a blessed evening. I gotta go and repent and say my blessings because I just sinned. Sorry, God. Okay. So, Bad and Bougie said, girl, I know your fingers hurting sitting there typing all them paragraphs. For real, because Dejanay act like we was on, mind you, I was typing paragraphs, but it was all, not run on sentences, but it was all in one thing. She really like forming different paragraphs and all of that. So I said, girl, F out of here. You know who your friend is, and you really think I'm worried about you? But none of my statuses were about you except my last one. And I didn't put this on here to make you mad. I did it because I wanted to. If you want to talk to me on your grown woman-ish, my number is blank, 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 blank. And that's all it is, homegirl. Y'all, I really got the same number from 13 years ago. This is crazy. And I had the number before 13 years ago. That's why I don't really be playing. Like, when I was dating online, sidebar, but when I was dating online, dudes would get mad at me because I would give them a text-free number, like a Google Voice number. And it's like, I ain't got time for you to get crazy and then I got to change my number. I had this number for so long. Like, what if somebody really wants to reach out to me from way, way back in the day and we disconnected and they're like, let me try this number. I don't know. I'm not changing my number, period. So, Dejanay wrote back, don't act like Sharpay ain't give you my number. And trust, I would have been did that if my phone called out. So I guess her phone was disconnected because she said if her phone called out. You know how back in the day, I think it still is like that. Like, if your phone off, you can still get calls, but you can't like call out. But I don't know. She ain't tell me her phone was off, but that's just what I'm assuming. But anyway, so she said, so if you want to talk to me on some grown woman-ish, you can call me. Aha! And then she tried to be petty. That's why, like, I'm not slacking up on her because I do look back and be like, it is some places where I was wrong or whatever. But this hoe was being petty. She gonna say, ask Finesse for my number, Brielle. So Okay. Okay. So then she said, at Bad and Bougie, girl, leave. Damn, my fingers are fine. I'm speaking directly, ain't I? I swear, it's always you. How old are you again? She tried to play her because she knew she was young. So I said, girl, I don't have to ask finesse for ish. If you want me to call you, you can give me your number yourself. And then Bad and Bougie said, yo, B-I-T-C-H, I can say whatever I want, sup with you, but I'm off this effing pic. You can call me at blank, 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 blank if there's a problem. Shaking my head. B-I-T-C-H, you got some real effing balls. Excuse my French. Now you want to excuse your French, Bad and Bougie? You've been cussing up and down these comments. So, so then Dejanay said, at Bad and Bougie, baby, that's what you should have done from jump. But what I look like wasting my time calling you? You hopped in this riding for your girl, right? Ain't nobody drag you in nothing. I'm in this solo by choice. So once again, stop calling me out of my name. It's Dejanay. And yours is Bad and Bougie, not B-I-T-C-H. Okay? So one of my other homegirls wrote on a comment and said, cute pic, girly, and it's a new year, so stay happy. Tell all these B-I-T-C-H's. So that was that. That was all that happened on the picture. Like I said, y'all, this was in 2011. I don't know every single detail. A lot of this is getting, like, when I talk about it, I remember some things, and then, like, when I'm reading the messages and stuff. So I don't know what happened from January 12th to January 13th, but something made me write her. So I wrote her on January 13th, 2011 at 5:20. And I was like, girl, I never gave a F about you. You're mad because I guess you ain't know I was here to stay. Sorry you got your feelings hurt. I'm sorry you got your feelings in it, but it is what it is, homegirl. Same thing I kind of wrote on the comment. So she said, nah, it's cool, Brielle, don't lie. You cared. If you didn't, you wouldn't have had all your waldies on my clicks slurping it. I'm out of character as of right now, and I'm gonna just act like I have been acting like Dejanay. But I'm sorry if you got hurt. I'm straight. If you want to remain talking to finesse, I can do as I please. That picture ain't nothing. Let me rewind that. She said if I want to keep talking to my man, she can do what she want to do. And the picture ain't about nothing. Okay. And then she said, the picture ain't about nothing. If I wanted to take a pic, I could have myself. But for what? To get you mad or to broadcast that Dejanay and finesse talk? Nah. It was me and him in it, not for the world. So they got pictures together. They got pictures together? Hold on, what? I respect the fact that y'all are going out I respect the fact that y'all were going out at one point and in love at one point, but you can't belittle me. Facebook is nothing. What we just displayed over comment was just letting the whole Delaware see what's happening in our lives. So therefore, I'm done with this battle you've created. I wish you the best of luck with everything. I can't hate. I just look at it like a learning lesson, a learning experience. So you're telling me that you're still with my nigga. That's what you're telling me in short, and you don't care about what's going on Facebook. You don't care about the little picture. You still going to be talking to finesse. And I'm telling y'all, finesse is finesse for a reason, because I don't know what he told that little girl, but she was not worried about what was going on the outside. I don't know what he said, but obviously she said that we was in love at one point. At one point. So we not in love now, finesse. We not in love. I thought we was in love forever, together forever, like that. But I, at the time, wasn't trying to hear none of that. Like, I'm not trying to hear none of that. Stop playing with me and my ninja. I don't care about what he talking about. I'm telling you what it is, period. So I said, girl, won't take a pic with him because you can't. When we took those pictures, nobody was thinking about you. And I'm far from hurt, but you will be in the long run if you don't realize I'm not going anywhere. And it's not that we were in love. We are in love, homegirl. And as for my Waldies, I never told them to do nothing. And we not going to even start on you dick eating. Wait, and we not even going to start on your dick eating friend because your girls don't faze me. Like I don't see you as competition. I see you as somebody Finesse is playing with while I'm not there. And I didn't start ish. You're the one that wanted to be smart and like my ish. Like, who does that? And if you and Finesse are so, whatever you want to call it, you wouldn't even be worried about me. But you know, deep inside, I threaten you in his relationship, as I should, because like I said, I'm not going nowhere.
Y'all, I just had to pause and say this because reading this is so cringy. If you are young and watching this, please don't be dumb and delusional like me. Something that he's playing with while I'm not around, I ain't going nowhere. If that man is playing around when you not around, that's really not your ninja. And if you not going nowhere, but he all the way out there doing what he want to do while you sitting around arguing with girls and like, no, because I'm going on about this story, but I really don't want y'all to think I think this is cute today. Yes, back then I was 10 toes down for Finesse. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing. But y'all, please don't go outside over no ninja that act like this. I'm telling you from experience, it's not worth it.
And I wish you would call me or give me your number because you got a lot to say and I'm tired of writing. So I actually was wrong because I said that I had just started school and then all this happened. But from these messages, I didn't even start school yet because it's like y'all doing what y'all doing now. You gonna be mad when I pull up on the scene. You gonna be hurt, period. So if you didn't watch the last video, which you should, but basically I got kicked out of school for fighting another girl because of Finesse. And, because of her mouth, but really because of Finesse. But, I got kicked out of school, and then Dejanay started going to the school. So her and Finesse was in school while I was in alternative school. Let's say I was going to go back to regular school in January on the 27th or something. And this is January 11th, 12th, and 13th. So I'm not there yet, but she know about me because people been telling her, like, that's his girl for real. Like, she don't play about him. So that's why it's, like, going back and forth like this. So I said, so are you going to give me your number or what, homegirl? So she said, cracking the F up, and then she gave me her number. So obviously I called her. I'm sorry, y'all, but I don't remember what we really talked about. But obviously we was talking about this. Like, girl, that's my man. Why you did that? Well, what we have is something that you cannot downplay. And if he wants to stop dealing with me, then he's going to have to tell me. Well, I'll tell him to tell you. Like, just going back and forth. So, okay. They were suburbians, and I dealt with a hood ninja, right? So, I remember it was like a group of them. Let's say it's like 7 of them, right? And one of the girls, she don't need a name, but she had like a football party or whatever. I think this is around, I feel like the Super Bowl is in February, so maybe this wasn't a Super Bowl party, but it was some type of football party where she was inviting people to her house and her parents wasn't going to be there or whatever. So you got to think, a hood ninja only really know hood activities. So when he meet a suburban and they live out in the suburbs, the chance to go to their house and everything is free, drinks and food and this and that, of course they're going to go. Now, I'm not going to downplay it because they was going for the girls too. Obviously, he was a cheater. But basically, she had posted a bunch of pictures. Yo, I used to be on her Facebook like crazy trying to see what's going on. Is she talking about him? Is she talking about me? Is she da-da-da? I ain't gonna lie, I was on that Facebook, okay? So, she had posted a picture, like an album of all of them. I wonder if I can go. She probably deleted the album. I'm not about to activate my Facebook just to see. But anyway, she posted a picture of a bunch of people. And then she posted a picture where it was her and Finesse in a picture with other people, and she tagged him in it. So you know, if you tag somebody in a picture, it pops up on their wall. So I didn't like that. I think me and Finesse was even arguing about him even going to that party, but it's like, I couldn't really stop Finesse from doing nothing that he wanted to do. Like, he was going to go where everyone is going. He made it seem like, oh, I'm just going with my friends. Or he would do something like, he will go somewhere and then be like, oh, well, I was riding with them and they was already going. So he would lie. He know the whole time he had intentions on going to that damn party. So I wrote her and say, I would appreciate it if you untag Finesse from your picture. Thanks, Dejanay, and put a heart. Because we haven't really been arguing like that. So, you know. And she said, LOL. And I feel like I was in school by this time. But I could be wrong. So she said, LOL, why, Brielle? He told me to tag him in it. By the way, we don't talk no more, so there's nothing to worry about. Smiley face. This girl got on my, when y'all see when we fought, it's like, that's why I say I never really fought over Finesse, but Finesse was the common denominator why I even had any smoke with these girls. But this girl had a mouth on her. She would try to be so intellectually smart. You know, them nice, nasty type of people in the workplace. This was her, and she got on my damn nerves so bad, y'all. Like, so bad. So she said, I said, I don't have nothing to worry about, but I don't like that, so that's why I asked you, hun. I'm just hunting her and babying her all to death. She said, LOL, oh gosh, but yeah, I respect you for asking me, but there's no point now. It's been over and done with. And I said, that's not the point. I don't want you to have my boyfriend tagged in your picture. Like, how does that look? She said, it looks like a friend being tagged in another friend's picture. It shouldn't bother you if you know where it's at. Like, I don't understand you. On some ish, I don't. Like, LOL. I said, but you only tagged him. Because like I said, it was more than just him and her in that picture. And I said, but you only tagged him. But whatever, dog. Try to be mature, but it's not getting us nowhere. Have a blast night, hon. She said, because he asked me to, Brielle. If it's a problem, just tell him to untag himself through his account. If he does that, then that means he ain't want to be tagged. And like I told you before, I respect you for asking. Trust, I know what maturity is. And thanks, I surely will. You too, girl. So what y'all think I did? Finesse, stop playing with me and go on your Facebook and untag that girl from your... Stop playing with me, Finesse. Untag yourself from that picture. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not trying to hear none of that. Do it right now. Right now, while we on the phone, untag yourself from that picture because I'm not about to be playing with you and this girl like I'm about to spaz out. No, for real. I don't care. She said that you wanted to be tagged. So if you don't want to be tagged in that picture, untag yourself right now. It is that serious. I said untag yourself out that picture. Stop playing with me. And what you think he did? Untag himself out that goddamn picture. Like, you probably told her, yeah, he probably did tell her to tag me in the picture because he was probably trying to prove a point. Like, he do what he want to do and da-da-da-da. Stop playing with me. Untag yourself in that picture, and he did it. So certain little things made me feel like I had pull, but at the same time, y'all, that man was doing what he wanted to do, okay? So now we're going to get into the part where it's February. So this kind of happened not too far from each other, whatever. But that was January. This is going to be, actually, no, I found out I was pregnant in February. This is actually in March. So again, I don't have Twitter. I don't remember how she found out I was pregnant. But she found out I was pregnant and she started putting stuff on Twitter and Facebook. So... and I feel like Zane screenshotted, I don't know if we could screenshot, but she showed me somehow, some way, she showed me the tweets that the girl was writing about me. So I started putting statuses on Facebook, as we do. And I put, some girls settle for anything they can get from a ninja just to make themselves feel wanted, I guess. Hashtag I want it all. It's always an ugly B doing some extra dumb-ish, some dumb extra-ish. Give it up, B. Just because you can't get/keep a man don't mean you can try to F it up for the other people. And her friend, who I'm not going to give a name yet, will always like all my statuses. So I put, always talked about, but I'm supposedly never thought about, shaking my head. So Slim wrote, just them bored, hating at ABs with nothing else better to do, always talking ish, but can't come direct to breed these bees, just some characters. And then she put something else, but I didn't get it. I put, liking my ish for what? When you know I don't F with you. Is there something you need to address, Dejanay? And I put, Slim, man, this ish is sad. Like, come on now. This ish got old like months ago. But I guess some people just can't face facts. Whatever. I'm not giving Facebook another show. Been there, done that. Slim said, and you shouldn't have to give Facebook a show. And don't waste your time arguing because it's not worth it. At the end of the day, you already know what it is. And let these bees hate and keep doing you. I said, exactly. Ish is what it is. I got what I want, so I'm not sweating the small stuff. And she said, and that's all it is. So Dejanay put, oh, not at all. I just agree with your status. That's why there's a like button, babe. Oh, I can face facts. I can like what I want when I want. And that's all it is. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This girl got under my skin so bad. Like, always trying to be intellectually. Like, girl, just argue. Like, I said, as you should agree. But like I said, Facebook is not going to get a show from Brielle. I don't know about you. So if you got something to say to me, don't type it. Say it to me when you see me. And that's all it is, sweetheart. At this point, for sure, we was, not locked in. At this point, for sure, we was going to the same school. I was back in school. And then Slim said, end it here, Bree, because she being the F smart, and I'm not feeling this ish at all. So whatever problem is, y'all can say it face to face, because Facebook ain't cutting it. Now, that's all it is. So I said, girl, that's why I ain't say much. I'm tired of these effing whack arguments. For what, though? Like I said, I'm not mad, and I got what I want, so that's all it is. Smiley face. I'm cracking up because Bad and Bougie popped in and said, ooh, hold up. Bad and Bougie was always ready for the F. She was always ready for the F stuff. She was always ready for the BS. And when I tell my story about when I tried to fight Dejanay the first time and somebody ended up getting jumped, oh my gosh. Bad and Bougie did not play, like, period. And I put, girl, shaking my head. And Bad and Bougie said, this irks me. Like, why the F this petty-ish still going on? Mad for what? So then I put, I don't got no respect for these bees, man. Hashtag frauds. Not saying I'm the baddest alive, but I'm in the game. Then I said, duck. Oh, homegirl must have been smoking dope when she wrote that. Hashtag off task. And she liked that one. I can't remember. I remember the end result of this. Like I said, when we met in the bathroom and all of that. But she's saying that she came up to me. I don't remember her coming up to me. It had to be something real brief and real small because I don't remember that. But this is what she said after I put them statuses. So on the 30th of March, she said, Brielle, I took my time to come up to you because you said, do you got something to address, Dejanay? Something like that. So I did. There wasn't one, I repeat, one time where you asked me, Dejanay, was that tweet about me? Not one time. Your exact words were, man, dog. Then I'm hearing you talking ish on Twitter too. Man, this ish gets old. My response was, oh, you talking about what Finesse was confronting me on? So, y'all, when I get mad about my man, I go to my man. That's what I used to do. So before we had met up, when I found out about her saying, oh, this duck stuff and da-da-da, I went to Finesse, yo, go get your bitch. Stop playing with me and go get her, because why is she talking about me and your child? Like, she's talking about me and your child. And somebody commented on the last video, like, she was not talking about your child. And you right. But at the time, she could have said anything, y'all. And I was on her heels because stop playing with me. Like, she just got on my nerves so bad. So don't call me a fraud, all right? This is my last time going through this ish. Never was Dejanay on Finesse dick or fighting for something I have no fighting for. We stopped talking mid-January. So all this for what? Y'all stopped talking mid-January, but at the end of January, you was talking about y'all talk and you ain't nothing I can do about it. You take pictures with him and da-da-da-da. But now you telling me y'all stopped talking to mid-January. I swear Finesse would be having these girls lying for him. I'm telling you. There's but so much I can take. So if I want to vent out, then I'm a vent out. F that. Oh, she claimed to be classy, but yet again, she's saying da-da-da. Because I used to say that all the time. She swears she's classy, but she's right down here in the gutter with us arguing. But one thing is, I'm done. I just inbox you because I ain't want people in my business. And Brielle, out of all the convos we had, it comes to this. But hey, whatever. It is what it is, as you would say, because I always said that, period. But we did have a lot of talks trying to resolve things. But the end result was Finesse didn't want to let nobody go. So it always just turned into something else. Because I wouldn't always tell him when I talked to her if it didn't escalate to nothing major. But it's like, we did used to always like have conversations. So, not always, I would say a handful of times we was on the phone with each other. And I said, no, your response was, what Twitter-ish? Then I said, come on, man. Then you said that. And you are a fraud, dog, because you sat there and said you're pregnant. How was I supposed to know when the whole time you did know because you sat there and talked about it on Twitter? So that's what I call frauding. And when Finesse asked you who you was talking about, you lied because she was trying to cop plea. She was trying to act like those statuses wasn't about me. People always love being indirect and act like you ain't talking about them or whatever, or they're not talking about you. And then when Finesse asked her, because at this point, I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like Finesse and me was really at a happy place when I found out that I was pregnant and we really was going to try to really start a family. Like I feel like he was, I got other stories, but I felt like he was going to do right by me. And I feel like maybe he has some intentions as far as like with Dejanay. Like, let me at least let this girl go. I'm not getting no cootie cat of her. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. So let me at least let her go. So he did confront her like, why are you on Twitter talking about my girl? Like, And she tried to act like, what are you talking about? What the hell? So, you talk about being indirect all the time, but you venting on Twitter knowing damn well I don't got one. So if you going to talk about me, say it to me, or at least make sure I'm going to see that ish. And you keep saying you not on Finesse dick, but not once did I say that you was. So you keep saying that for what? I could care less. All this is about you talking ish about me when you claim you don't care about me, but apparently you do. I'm sorry if me being pregnant makes you mad, but I don't give a F. I don't do nothing in my life to please you. So what you feel don't matter to me. And I feel the same way. All these effing talks we had and it comes to this. And I'm not saying I'm always right, but you're effing wrong, especially this time. I ain't been saying ish about you, but because you're upset about this, you're starting up more ish. And my child don't got ish to do with you and me. So for you to say that is some whack, is whack. Just think about that ish. Yeah, I wasn't playing by my baby. I stood 10 toes down like you're talking about my child. Like you're talking about a duck. And why would you lay seeds in a duck? The seed is my baby. So why are you even bringing him up? You know how you be... You know how you watch baddies, they be like, don't break kids, and it's like, I ain't say nothing about your kid, I just said go watch your kids, but you bringing my kids up. So she writes back and say, okay, Brielle, I know how you feel, and you know how I feel. That's established. I apologize for saying the duck part, because if you said that ish about me, I would have been hot. I'm not mad about you being pregnant. I was just shocked, that's all. Then she turns around and says, yeah, I'm upset about it. I can't lie. It's like, when people would say stuff, like, you could have deleted that part where you said you wasn't mad, when you said you now are mad. Like, I know you mad because Finesse still in your ear a little bit, and you thought that y'all was going to be something. That whole, oh, we could just be friends, but I'm still flirting with you type time, So she said, yeah, I am upset about it. I can't lie. Because everybody wants to stick their nose in something when me and you should have been the ones to have me and you should be the only ones having words to say. But like I said, I'm done with this ish. You and Finesse ain't even in my thoughts until somebody brings it up, So, hey, we just going to have to rock it out till June something, and there will be no more seeing each other face to face. And that's all it is, Brielle, because obviously I was a senior, so I was going to be graduating in June or May, whatever. So I said, this just feel like we going in circles, man. I heard it all before from you. If it's not one thing, it's another. This ish been old, and I know you mad because I guess you thought, I don't know what you thought. But what's going to happen when we do something else that makes you mad? But what's going to happen when we do something else that makes you mad? What we going to do? This again? You just really need to get over some ish. Like, I'm really not trying to be smart right now because you're really just hurting yourself. I just feel like it's not over, man. That's why I was going to come up to you tomorrow before I seen your status, but you let me know if that's unnecessary. And you should apologize about that ish because that was a shocker, shaking my head. And for you to say you love her. Oh, this is what she said. You love her that much to get her pregnant? I told you we were still in love. What you talking about?
I'm still in love with you, boy.
What you thought, girl? I been told you we was in love. Stop listening to that man. Listen to me. But yeah, so I said, and for you to say you love her that much to get her pregnant, like it was planned. And I told you in our first argument that I'm not going nowhere. Our love is real. And at the end of the day, you're going to get hurt. And I know it's probably hard for you to admit, but I was right. And I was the one that got pregnant and got hurt. I don't envy her, but it's like, I love my baby. Don't get me wrong. I love my baby down. But damn, like if I would have known what I known, like maybe I wouldn't have got pregnant by that nigga. Cause like to be able to go through this and then just walk away is one thing. But after this whole situation, what I thought was the worst, like I went through so much stuff with this boy. Like it just don't make no sense. But again, don't regret my baby. But if God gave me the ability to keep my same baby and change my baby daddy, thank you, Jesus. I would do it today. I'd have did it 10 years ago, baby. Okay, I'd have did it 12 years ago. Anyway, okay. So, she said, okay, don't take my apology like it's ish, please. Because I don't do it if I don't mean it or rarely. And nah, if you want to come up tomorrow, that's cool. And you keep saying get over it. Like, that's why I keep saying I was never on Finesse dick. Because you saying it like this happened more than once from my being. This was the very first time I said something first. But whatever, man. I say get over it because it shouldn't make you mad. Especially since you don't care about me. Maybe you still care about him. I don't know. But this is the end of this Facebook-ish. She said, that's nice to know. I'm not hurt. Me and him aren't a title. So if y'all not nothing, why would you say y'all not a title? So what are y'all? Sneaky links? Like, what are y'all? So I just look at it like, wow, are you really ready to raise a seed at 18 and you not working? You just better be deep in love. Not on that, oh, Finesse never gonna be mine because she's pregnant for her. I'm just ish out of luck. Damn, Dejanay. Every time I see her real name, I just be about to say it, so that's why I be pausing. But yeah, I'm going to save all that for the walk up you giving me tomorrow. I'm tired of typing. Word it is. Finished. F it. So then that's when I walked up to her at school. And like, no, actually I didn't walk up to her. We text where we was going to meet and we met in the bathroom. We had that conversation. And she did apologize to me again. But it's like, girl, why are you so worried about if my man's going to have a job? Because my man don't got a job. Why are you so worried about our baby? Because my man's going to take care of my baby with no job. And he's not going nowhere. Period. Nah, but, yeah, that's really it, y'all. As far as, let me just make sure. Yeah, that was that for this little situation. But, y'all, I should keep it going. It's another story that I want to tell before I tell another one of these. Because sometimes I get tired of talking about Finesse and his hoes. But I'm either going to tell that story next or, I don't know. But after this, we was arguing a little bit. Oh, no, it is another part. I'm going to just say it here because I don't got all the details and all of that to make a whole story time about it. But basically her friend really don't need a name because it's not a whole story time. But her friend and me was arguing while I was like 5 months pregnant. And I was ready to fight. Like, I was ready to fight, okay? So I was out of school at this time or about to be out of school. No, I think I was out of school. So I might have been maybe 6 months pregnant. But I didn't get big into the end. And I felt like I could beat them hoes up and I was going to have people with me. So call me crazy, call me dumb, I know. But I was willing to fight while I was pregnant, okay? So, yeah, we was going back and forth on the phone, back and forth on Facebook. And then I'm like, okay. And then Finesse, actually, this was the first time he actually had some reasoning to him. Like, you don't know people's strength. I don't know if he was saying I was going to get beat up or what. But he was like, don't put our baby in jeopardy. Basically, like, don't do that. Like, you know, and I was like, okay, baby. Okay.
We are a family, like a giant tree.
No, but I'm like, okay, babe, I'm not going to do that. So I'm like, just wait till I drop. You know, the gangster hoes be saying that. Wait till I drop this baby, I'm going to beat you the fuck up. And that's how I felt. So I'm going to tell the next story about how I was on that ass. Okay? I got to make that story next. I don't care. The other story can wait. I'm going to make that story next. Get this video to 1,000 views, y'all. Support your girl. And I got you with that story time because that is crazy. Like, it was a real fight. Somebody got jumped. I won't tell you who. But it wasn't me. But I was on her heels, bro. But yeah, that's all for this one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for making it to the end. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.